Hello students, today we are studying the next point, laws of chemical combination, in which first law is Gay-Lussac law of gaseous volume. The Gay-Lussac law was put forth by the scientist Gay-Lussac in 1909, and the law states that, it means the statement is, when gases combine or are produced in a chemical reaction, they do so in a simple ratio by volume, provided all gases are at same temperature and pressure. It means that when same conditions of temperature and pressure is applied to the combination of gas or produce a gas in a chemical reaction, they give a simple ratio by volume. Okay? Illustration. We can explain the Gay-Lussac law by example. Under the same conditions of temperature and pressure, 100 ml of hydrogen gas combine with 50 ml of oxygen gas to produce 100 ml of water vapors, that is gaseous state of water. Here same conditions of temperature and pressure applied, and 100 ml of hydrogen gas combines with 50 ml of oxygen gas to give water vapors of 100 ml. Thus, the volume of hydrogen gas and oxygen gas which combine together, that is 100 ml for hydrogen gas and 50 ml for oxygen gas, producing 2 volumes of water vapor which amounts to 100 ml. So, the simple ratio for this reaction is 100 ml of hydrogen molecules means 2 volume. Hydrogen gas means 2 volume, and oxygen gas 50 ml means 1 volume, and produced gas is water vapor which is in 100 ml of volume, it is 2 volume. So the simple ratio is 2:1:2, and what our law says, Gay-Lussac law says, the gases combine or are produced in a chemical reaction, they follows a simple ratio by volume. Provided all gases are at same temperature and pressure. Means in this case same temperature and pressure is applied, and hydrogen gas of 100 ml and oxygen gas of 50 ml produce 100 ml of water vapors, and the ratio is 2 volume of hydrogen gas, 1 volume of oxygen gas, 2 volume of produced water vapors. Ratio is 2:1:2. Another example for Gay-Lussac law is, under the same conditions of temperature and pressure, 1 liter of nitrogen gas combines with 3 liter of hydrogen gas to produce 2 liter of ammonia gas. Here nitrogen gas 1 liter, so 1 volume, hydrogen gas 3 liter, 3 volume, and ammonia, which gas is produced, 2 liter of ammonia gas is produced, so volume is 2. Here nitrogen gas of 1 liter having 1 volume, hydrogen gas having 3 liter, so 3 volume, ammonia gas is produced 2 liter, so 2 volume. Thus, the volume of nitrogen gas and hydrogen gas which combined together are 1 liter and 3 liter, and the volume of ammonia gas produced is 2 liter. So, having a simple ratio of 1:3:2. This is the simple ratio for this reaction. Okay. Next law is Avogadro law. This law is proposed by the scientist Avogadro in 1811, and it states that equal volume of all gases at the same temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. Means equal volume of all gases at same temperature and pressure gives the equal number of molecules. Avogadro's law can be explained by the following example, in which if we consider the reaction of hydrogen and oxygen to produce a water vapor, in which hydrogen gas is 100 ml, that is 2 volume, oxygen gas is 50 ml, that is 1 volume, and water vapors are formed are of 100 ml to give a 2 volume. Now, according to Gay-Lussac law, there are 2n molecules. 2 volume means 2n molecules of hydrogen plus n molecule of oxygen gives 2n molecules of water. But according to Avogadro's law, 2 molecules of hydrogen plus 1 molecule of oxygen gives 2 molecules of water molecule. We see that 2 volumes of hydrogen combine with 1 volume of oxygen to give 2 volumes of water vapors without leaving any unreacted oxygen. Now, according to Avogadro's law, if 1 volume contains n molecules, then 2n molecules of hydrogen combine with n molecules of oxygen to give 2n molecules of water. Okay, therefore 2 molecules of hydrogen combine with 1 molecule of oxygen to give 2 molecules of water vapor. Next point of this unit is atomic and molecular masses. Now, first we see what is meant by atom. Atom is the smallest particle of an element. Atom is the smallest particle of an element. Now, every atom of an element consists of number of protons, means atom consists of number of protons, neutrons and electrons. Now, these are the subatomic particles. The number of protons varies from atom to atom. For example, hydrogen atom having 1 proton, whereas carbon atom having 6 protons, oxygen atom having 8 protons. The number of protons and electrons in an atom is same. So, the number of proton varies from atom to atom, the mass of atom changes as the number of subatomic particles is changed. These are the subatomic particles. The number of proton, number of neutron and electron changes, then the mass of atom is also get changed. Hence, the mass of different atoms of different elements are different. For example, carbon having 6 protons, 6 neutrons and 6 electrons. Oxygen having 8 protons and 8 electrons and 8 neutrons. So, this is the masses of different atoms of different elements, and hence these are different. The size of single atom is of the order 10 to the power minus 15 meter, and the mass is of order 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Size of single atom. Size of single atom is of order 10 to the power minus 15 meter, and mass of order 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Hence, it is not possible to weigh a single atom. For example, the mass of hydrogen is 1.6736 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. It is a very small quantity. Okay. Now, moving toward our point, atomic mass. Atomic mass is nothing but the mass of an atom is called as atomic mass. Means mass of an atom. This is the mass of hydrogen, which is 1.6736 into 10 to the power 10 to the power minus 24 gram. It is the mass of hydrogen, and it is also the mass of atom of hydrogen. It is such a small quantity, 10 to the power minus 24 gram. Very small quantity. Atomic mass. One atomic mass, that is atomic mass unit. Atomic mass is expressed in atomic mass unit. One atomic mass unit is defined as the mass exactly equal to the 1/12 of the mass of one carbon atom, that is carbon 12. In the present system, the mass of an atom is determined by the relative mass of carbon atom as a standard, and this is agreed by the IUPAC system. In this system, the atom of an carbon 12 is assigned as a mass of exactly 12.000 atomic mass unit. So, one atomic mass unit is defined as a mass exactly equal to 1/12 of the mass of one carbon, that is C12 atom. So, here one atomic mass unit is equal to 1/12 of mass of one carbon atom. Here 1/12 and mass of one carbon is 1.992468 into 10 to the power 23 gram. On calculating, one atomic mass unit is equal to 1.66056 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. One atomic mass unit, that is 1 AMU, equal to 1.66056 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. But recently AMU means atomic mass unit is replaced by unified mass unit and called as Dalton. Symbol for atomic mass is U or dA. dA of Dalton or U of unified mass. Unified mass. Okay. Now next point is atomic mass unit. Naturally occurring elements exist in more than one isotopes. Elements which are occur naturally are present in the form of isotopes. What is mean by isotope? Isotope having same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Both protons and neutrons present in nucleus. So isotopes are the nuclides having same number of protons but different number of neutrons. Example of isotope is sodium, that is sodium metal present in 3 isotopes, occur in 3 isotopes, that is Na1122 having 11 electrons, 11 protons, 11 neutrons. In this case Na1123 having 11 proton and electron and 12 neutron. Here 13 neutron and 11 proton and 11 electron. So isotopes of sodium metal are 3, in which the number of neutrons are different. In this 11 neutrons are there, 12 neutrons and 13 neutrons are there. So the isotopes have different atomic masses. The atomic mass of such an element is weight average of atomic masses of its isotopes. It means atomic mass of such element is the weight average atomic masses of its isotope is called as average atomic mass of an element. Next point is molecular mass. Molecular mass of a substance is the sum of average atomic masses of all the atoms of an element which constitute a molecule. Molecular mass is nothing but the sum of average atomic masses of all the atoms of elements which constitute the molecules. Molecular mass of a substance is the mass of one molecule of that substance relative to the mass of one carbon-12 atom. It is obtained by multiplying average atomic mass of each element by the number of its atoms and adding them together. We can explain this by example. For example, if we have to calculate the molecular mass of carbon dioxide, then we can calculate it by 1 into average atomic mass of carbon plus 2 into average atomic mass of oxygen. Here 2 oxygens are used, so average atomic mass of oxygen into 2 plus 1 carbon is there, so average atomic mass of carbon. So here atomic mass of carbon is 12. So 1 into 12.0 plus 2 into average atomic mass of carbon oxygen is 16. So 2 into 16. 1 into 12 will be 12 plus 2 into 16 will be 32. So 12 plus 32 will be 44.0 U, that is united mass. formula mass is defined as the sum of atomic masses of atoms present in the formula. Some substances such as sodium chloride do not contain discrete molecules as the constituent units. In such compound, that is cationic sodium and anionic chloride, entities are arranged in a three-dimensional structure. NaCl, in which cationic sodium, that is Na positive and Cl negative. In sodium chloride crystal, one Na positive ion is surrounded by 6 Cl negative ions, all at the same distance from it, and vice versa. Therefore, NaCl is the formula used to represent the sodium chloride. Though it is not a molecule, formula mass used for such ionic compounds are instead of molecular mass. Formula mass for NaCl molecule is average atomic mass of Na plus average atomic mass of Cl, which is average atomic mass of Na is 23 and average atomic mass of Cl, that is chlorine, is 35.5. So the total is 58.5 U, that is united mass. So formula mass for NaCl molecule is 58.5 united mass. So this is all about the atomic and molecular masses. Thank you.